Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we got Jake and Gabby, Eduardo and Rafe, and that whole situation. First of all, we're going to start with Jake. Jake, I don't feel sorry for you at all. I'm sorry Gabby had to give it to you like that with no chaser. But this was kind of you know when it's time for karma to grab your butt cheeks and to hold on tight to them. That was kind of your karma for that whole situation. Now, I ain't saying I'm feeling sorry for Gwen. I'm just saying you've been playing around these whole little couple of months, playing with Gabby, well, using Gabby to upset Gwen. You knew Gwen didn't like this, so you kept on playing and playing and playing. You didn't kiss Gabby. She didn't caught you. Well, no, she didn't catch you kissing her. When you had sex, she caught y'all having sex. Well, done with sex. Now, you telling her you finna leave her for Gabby. She didn't appreciate that. I was hoping and praying one of them vaults would come and pop you upside your head. Unfortunately for you, look like the shattering of the vase happened to hit your head and happened to cause a cut on your head, which you deserve. Because like I said before, you liked it playing Gabby against Gwen. You was playing games with Gwen this whole entire time. I'm pretty sure ain't now one of y'all innocent in this situation. It look like a tit for tat for both of y'all. She been titting you this whole entire time. Now you finally got to tat her back. And not to mention on top of it, Gwen, you kind of put your foot into this grave. So why should I feel sorry for you? Because you was kissing Chad, Gabby told Dad, now he got you back with sleeping with Gabby. He was gonna leave you for Gabby, then Gabby had to break his heart. Jake been playing games ever since Gabby used him for that first Demara meeting. So why should I feel sorry for Gwen or Jake in this situation? I don't. Because y'all both been doing this the whole entire, ever since we met y'all been doing this. Most certainly, well, most of the, tit for tat coming from Jake's side, because that's all we saw. We don't know what he was doing in Philly, but according to Gwen, you was kind of playing the field out there also. So, both of y'all got exactly what y'all deserve. Meaning, Jake, your game is up, your jig is up. You tried to hurt Gwen by leaving her for Gabby. Gabby kind of had to break your heart, even though she didn't mean none of that she said. But she had to break your heart because her lying no good daddy had to make her lie to get out of town to go to Mexico. So, I'm not feeling sorry for neither one of y'all. And Gwen, you knew exactly what you was doing. You sitting up there being the spot for Chad, helping Chad out, then got caught kissing Chad, trying to make your boyfriend jealous, and your boyfriend came back and slapped you harder with catching you. Well, you caught him in bed with Gabby, so I really don't feel sorry for them. One of y'all, to be fair and honest. Like, I'm like, okay, and she had her fun. Now he having his fun. Now she mad breaking people antiques that cost a lot of money. Now I'm supposed to feel sorry for her that she caught Jake and Gabby in bed when she got caught kissing Chad, a married man. So I'm not understanding who should I feel sorry for when I don't feel sorry for none of those. Now, Eduardo, ever since I've been watching Days, I like you. Even when you got out of I think it was the IC, I think that was when you first came back and you was full-time in Salem with Gabby Mama and all that. I kind of like that you kind of grew on me. In fact, I like the whole Hernandez family besides Dario, because Dario was the pain in my behind that wouldn't go away. Now he gone, and y'all keep on forcing him on me again. So pretty soon, I'm assuming we're going to see Dario and the whole family back together when this situation is over. Eduardo, you couldn't be my dad because I will cut you off so quick and in a hurry it would not be funny. Like, how you get out of jail, land in hot fire and water, Now they're after you, so they can't get to you. That's obvious. So now they're threatening your whole entire family, including people that's not around you, but they're related to you, so they're coming after them. And Gabby, I'm so glad you didn't go and tell Will and Sonny that lie like he wanted you to. I'm so glad. Like, Gabby, me and you don't get along. We pick and choose when we like each other. I loved you in that moment that you was fair and honest with Will and Sonny and didn't go on with this lie this man got you running with. Because you were super close in getting Demara back from Chad, and I was hoping and praying you would knock him down 1,000 pegs and send him back to Florida with Abigail. But since we didn't get that far, I'm glad at least that you didn't tell Will and Sonny that lie that he wanted you to carry on. I'm glad, and I was so glad when you was fair and honest with Will and told them what was going on. And that you said, nope, I'm not fit a lot of them. I'm going to be fair and honest because you never know. They might still go after Ari, even though they can't get the other family, so you never know. And alert Will and Sonny in case you know something happened in Phoenix. They can at least be aware that you know somebody after her daughter. So I am grateful and glad for that. I am grateful and glad that you told Sonny and Will the truth, and you know you didn't go along with the lie that my mama said, putting bad spirits on your mama talking about some she sick. So I'm glad you didn't do that. Eduardo, I don't know what to say about you no more. You was a fan favorite of mine. Then you left a sour taste in my mouth when you left the first time. Then you got locked up after giving Gabby blood money to start up Gabby Sheik. Now you done got yourself locked up. Then you get out of prison finally. And then you managed to step in some more hot boiling water. And now you got the whole family being targeted because of your mistake. Okay, I get it. I understand. You love that type of lifestyle. You want to live it. I guess you want to try to prove something to some unknown person that you really badass. I don't know what's going on with you or whatever, but why don't you just hand yourself over and let your children live their lives besides being threatened or, being threatened or shot at or being, ending up being dead, no thanks to you. I don't understand. Whatever trouble you in, it can be resolved by just turning yourself in or whatever happened to you, long as your family living their life, oh well. How you gonna have somebody threaten your family, but you're not man enough to face the problems on your own? You want to have them uproot their life to go to Mexico to help solve your problems. What kind of father are you, Eduardo? Like, is it really that bad if you turn yourself in and you end up dead? I mean, they gonna cry, feel sorry for you, gonna be sorry you gone or whatever, but that'll save them for getting in danger because of you and your bad actions, and you never learning your lesson dealing with those type of people that want to kill the whole entire family. Why don't you just go ahead and turn yourself in? Ready if your death sentence or whatever, why don't you just go ahead and do that? I'm not understanding why you want the whole family to uproot their lives, disrupt their lives, what they got going on. Ray finna start all over with Hope. Now he got to put that on hold, no thanks to you and your selfishness. Gabby was trying to start something new with Jake, even if it didn't go that far. She was working on something, busy doing something to help herself live a better life for her and her daughter. Now she got to stop what she was doing and pause that tape to play a tape that you want them to play. Like, I'm sorry. If I was, like Rafe said, I already take the risk. If I died, that'd be on your head, whatever. Like, I'm sorry. I don't understand why y'all just won't cut Eduardo off at this point. This the second or third time y'all done got in trouble because of his own actions. I wouldn't care if they shot me or killed me or whatever. You know who head that'll be on? My father, the one that don't never learn his lesson, the one that managed to get himself in trouble all the time, the one where the family got to uproot themselves just to go back to Mexico to like, I don't understand it. Like, and you dead behind wrong, Eduardo, for having your family uproot their lives, their good lives, just to go to Mexico and deal with whatever you got going on, just to protect your behind, besides turning yourself in, and whatever happened happens to you. Why don't you say goodbye on your body, your family, and if they, do whatever they got to do with you, I ain't gonna get too much into graphic detail. Whatever happened to you just happened to you. Why don't you tell them to leave your family alone and you'll turn yourself into them? Like, you is one selfish man. Like, how you gonna have your family? Like, I'm trying not to give you too much, Eduardo, but you doing way too much. Like, you got to learn. You too old for this. Your family can't much enjoy their lives because they worried about getting in the bag. Or they worried about getting executed. Like, Eduardo, at some point in your life, you got to learn to take responsibility. Now would have been a perfect time to be the father that you never was. Because none of wasn't dealing with you in the first time around. And somehow you made it right and you was a one big happy family again. Why don't you go ahead and take your responsibility like a man? Stop running from your problems. Stop hiding from your problems. Stop involving your family, your children, and your kids in your family and your kids in this situation that involves you and not them. I'm not understanding you, Eduardo, at this point. Like, it is too much. Like, you really need to grow up. I don't know what it's going to take for you, but Eduardo, at this point, you too old to be getting in this type of trouble that they threatening your whole entire family and that you sitting out there got to let them uproot their life. At some point in your life, it's time for you to own up to your mess. You've been getting in mess ever since we met you. We thought you calmed down. It's obvious you did. And you even helped Gabby with blood money to help start her business. And then you ended up going to prison. Now you out. Now you in trouble again. Like, come on, Eduardo, now. Do you plan on being a criminal for the rest of your life? Have prison not taught you anything yet? Have you been threatened over 1,000,000 times, haven't taught you anything yet? You can't going around being some type of, oh, I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, I ain't worried about, death or whatever. Like, sooner or later, it's time for you to grow up. And stop interrupting your family life because of what the mistakes you made, besides being a man, turning yourself in and dealing with whatever happened to you. I'm pretty sure the family will be lost. They'll be heartbroken. They'll do their tears. They'll bring up the memories of you. Well, some of the good memories of you, not all good memories of you. But I'm sure they'll miss you and love you, even if that means being buried. Whatever. I'm pretty sure they'll rather deal with it that way than to doing what you got them doing now. I was gonna say something about Dario and they could take him too, but I ain't gonna be that room. Justin, in this case, well, Bonnie's case, this publisher book mess. Justin, I ain't gonna take it back, and I'm gonna say it, and I ain't taking it back. What Lucas said at that table is right. What kind of brainless idiot would deal with Bonnie and her being, swindled out of her book? Don't nobody really care about the book. The book ought to hunt you because it was a part of your life once upon a time. I'm not understanding why you won't go on here and let her get used, abused, or whatever happened to her and count that as a loss. And oh, well, you came out with a book, what happened? You took my wife away from, like, Justin, what kind of fool are you to be dealing with Bonnie at this point? I asked myself the same question, but she came crying to you and you agreed to help her. Not too many people gonna enjoy you working for her, right? Or being her lawyer, right? Because that is bad sorted history with y'all. She wrote a whole book on how she did that. Don't nobody care that she wrote I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry in a book 500,000 times. Nobody cares about that. You know what you're doing, Justin? You are helping her relive this moment that she took away from your wife, living as your wife, living her life, living her lifestyle, stuck Adrian in prison while battling cancer, and you basically rewarding her for her. You basically rewarding her for destroying your life, right, Justin? So I'm not understanding why you helping her. Then only that, the people knew that was wrong, so they gave her a settlement. She got happy over this settlement. You ripped the papers up and say, no, you can get more than what you. So now you want to help her get more money for your pain. Justin, you are a brainless idiot, like Lucas said. I don't understand you at this point. Why would you want to help her? I know you feel sorry for her. I know you can't stand to see somebody, get used and abused. But you got to think about it like this, Justin. This woman took you through hell and back, including your wife. Why are you helping this woman get settlement money for your pain and your suffering? Why? Why would you do that? And then again, never mind. Because half of the lawyers around here, any lawyer, they get drug dealers, killers, rapists, and all that off anyway. So I'm not surprised that you're one of those and you don't want to see her hurt. And whatever money she get, of course, you're going to get half of it. So that's going to ease some of your guilt getting some of that money that she get. So I'm not surprised and shocked you're another lawyer that will do anything for $1, and that proves my point that you wouldn't do anything and everything for $1. I wouldn't care if they gave Bonnie $1 after all them books she sold. If she did that to my wife, had my wife in prison, battling cancer, she trying to say she innocent, enjoying my life, enjoying my wife. I'm sorry. Justin, you are a brainless idiot, like Lucas said, and I ain't taking it back this time. Now on to the Sammy, Nicole, and Eric situation. Now, Judge Duncan, I never did like you. I don't see it for you. I would never see it for you. The fact that you let Sammy do all that in your courtroom, you've been tired and over Sammy, but Sammy gonna sit there and play in your face until you reward her custody. You see that, right? You try to reward Eric and Nicole custody twice already. Oh, I got another witness. Oh, I'm bringing in Victor to help me. Like, you sitting there and let Sammy play in your face and you are allowing every single last bit of it. Judge Duncan, I knew you was messy, but I didn't know you was this darn messy. Like, come on now. When are you going to put your foot down and say, no, Sammy? This is another reason why I said Sammy is a big brand and y'all always allow her to get her way. And the fact that you a judge and you letting her sit there and play in your face like this, bringing Jan Spears, whoever she is, I'm guessing she a friend of Nicole or whatever. I have to do my research on her to see who she is. But the fact that you sat there and let her do that, then on top of it, bring Victor old behind in there, coming there telling lies, something he can't prove. Then on top of it, you got her bringing diaries, that woman, Victor. Every time you got to make your decision, she come up here with another. Duncan, get your mess together. Like the fact that you did, I understand why Sammy doing it, but sometimes you got to put your feet down, Duncan. And it's about time you put your foot down. It's about time. Not only this, Philip and Big Head, what's his name, Xander. I don't feel sorry for them, one of y'all neither. Really, I don't. Philip, I love you dearly. Like I said, when I first started watching Days, you was the Philip I was watching. I appreciate you. I love that you back. You're a bigger baby than Xander could ever be. You the son of Victor Kiriakis, and you act like a bigger baby than Sammy ever could. Like, what's up with these kids, these rich spoiled kids with these spoiled baby brat complaints? Like, I don't understand it. Please help me understand it, loud. I know the history between Philip and Victor. I know y'all history. I know y'all never got along. Victor around here playing basketball, football, ping pong, any type of sport he can with the CEO position of Titan. Always have, always will be, and it's never gonna stop. Xander, you know what, Xander? If I was you, I wouldn't try to, or never would I wouldn't try to understand or get to try to get into Philip and Victor business as father and son, because that's not none of your business. Like I said, you're just not getting into the family. Now you think you know everything. Matter of fact, Philip and Victor always had these types of fights. They father and son, they entitled to do that. Victor is a you know what for you knows who's. So Philip always felt some type of way that he was always overlooked about. I'm not going into the Titan mess. We already know the story. But Xander, sometimes you should know to shut up and know you ought to know when to shut up at times. And this one of the times where you should shut up. You don't know Victor or Xander sordid history. You was only out. You was only in the window looking. Now you happen to come in, and now Victor happened to accept you as you know his whatever you is the Victor, whoever you is the Victor at this point, I think nephew. So while you sit up there trying to judge Philip on where he was this whole entire time, when him and Philip, while you trying to judge Philip this whole entire time, when he was away from Victor this whole entire time, you ought to question yourself and say, I was a big dummy and I was stupid as I don't know what, working for Victor, doing all these jobs, like Philip said. Like, you trying to blame Philip and Victor relationship, but you was the one with Victor flunky for how long? Now he finally told you to come on in and stop looking out the window. So how you gonna judge their relationship and you were just been looking at and you've been looking out the window the whole entire time? So you don't know their sort of history, even though you heard some stuff. So how you gonna be looking from the window judging them? Now you finally welcome in the family. You had the nerve and the audacity to judge them, but Victor never messed with you like that neither, buddy. So I'm confused. You judging their relationship as father and son. You the nephew. Victor couldn't stand you. Wouldn't let you nowhere near tight nor the family. He gave you little side jobs to do. You happen to work yourself up there. And like Philip said, who wouldn't be mad and who wouldn't be in Brady's shoes and want to try to destroy Titan? And I had, but you childish as I don't know what. Like I'm not giving you too much Xander. This co-CEO position is gonna be a hot mess. I'm looking forward to seeing that and see where that leads us to. How much fun it is. Well, how fun and exciting that gonna be. We gonna close it out with Will and Sunny. I knew Will was only around for a short time. It seemed like it was just yesterday he finally came back into town. I miss Will. Sonny, I don't know how long you gonna be gone. I'm gonna miss y'all too. I hope y'all enjoy y'all life. I hope Arizona, is great for y'all and y'all keep on growing and blossoming and keep on enjoying y'all marriage. And now y'all got y'all daughter with y'all. I wish y'all nothing but the best, but I'm going to miss Will, though. I'm going to miss Will. I'm going to miss Sonny. Um, yeah, that whole good farewell thing, the goodbyes was everything. Like, I enjoyed it, but I was tearing up. Like, I always liked Will. I hate to see him go, but we know he'll be back eventually. I guess when they write him back in, he'll be back, or he'll be coming back sooner or later. So, hopefully they stay around longer, but yeah, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Will and Sonny and their goodbyes. So, like, we enjoyed Will as long as we had him. We enjoyed Sonny as long as we had him. Hopefully they last long. Well, hopefully their marriage go good for them. and it's nothing but the best for them or whatever. So, but anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning. Bye.